Hey guys, it's me, Dravian Edwards, new productions of 2019 and 2020 again with another review. And also, this is almost short because I just went to the dentist and we just went to Papacitos and we just went shopping at Walmart. And I just saw a million cool things like the Lion King stuff. And also I found the greatest push along. I found the 10 favorites of the push along that I could really get. And I'll tell you, it's the Trackmaster Thomas and Friends Trackmaster push along. Whoops, sorry guys. As I was saying, this is the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster push along Sodor Steamies. Yes, I got this from Walmart. And I was very happy to get my first tender engines from the island of Sodor. And even Nia and Rebecca. And even Victor. And even Harold or Kevin. Yes. And yes, I got this from Walmart. And there's Sodor Steamies right there. There's Thomas, Percy, Nia. There's 3-7. There's push along. There's metal engines and vehicles. And it says, including 10 favorites. So yeah, these were the characters. These were favorites. And you can see Thomas, Percy, Nia, James, Gordon, Rebecca, Emily, Victor, Harold, and Kevin on the side. And even on the other side as well. And there's the bottom and top. There's nothing on there. But we're taking a look at the back for yours truly. Yes, and it says right here, it says, create big adventures with fun push-along engines. Each has a special part to play to help keep the island of Sodor running. So yes, we got characters like Thomas, Nia, Percy, Victor, Kevin, Rebecca, Gordon, Emily, James, and Harold. And also you can see the CGI promo on this picture, and it shows the engines of the Steam team. And it says over here where Thomas was in, because you know this Thomas is old, right? It appeared in the season 13 series of this one. And they should have put Thomas in the right in the lamp. It's because the Thomas is backwards on this one. Anyways, it says Nia, trademark, and Rebecca, trademark as well, are joining Emily, Thomas, Percy, James, and Gordon at Tin of Sheds. So yes, and you know the two characters, you know Nia and Rebecca were joining in the Steam team, right? So yes, you are correct, and you can see that push along and Trackmaster thingy, which is almost getting old soon, because I'm not sure this is going to continue on in every single package. Anyways, I'll just go ahead and get that open. And I'll just pull it out. Just let me get the camera right there and start pulling it out. And there we go. And there we go. And just let me get the character stand up. Or probably not, because it will fail. So let me just pick an engine at a time. And this is going to take a while to get the engines out. I'll be right with you guys. Alright guys, I took in the engines out. And they're looking very good. Anyway, let's throw this thing out. And before I could really get this thing in the trash, you might notice something. You could see that paper. It's just a cardboard thingy. But when you look in this, it has Tin of Sheds in it. Yes, It has tin of sheds. So yeah, anyways, I don't have to look at it. So yeah, we'll throw this thing out as well. And I'll get rid of this as well. And let's just look on a few characters. So there's Thomas. It's just the same Thomas. It's just the same because now I had a third push along Thomas. Just let me get the rest of the push along Thomases. Okay, I'm back with the two of the Thomases. And I will start comparing them right about now. Pow 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 with a now. And so there you go. That was the comparison. And I know there was just a lot of background noises. Sorry. Anyway, let's just drop them off. And yeah, that was Thomas. Now let's look at Gordon. And oh my gosh, he looks very good as well. He looks very good. He looks very good on him. Yep, it really looks good on him. Yes, I have my first push along Gordon. Now let's look at James. His red paint looks splendid. Yeah, and yeah, that was a really good looking James. And I had a bad feeling Mattel was keep doing this with the tenders at the fronts. And now, let's look at Percy. And oh my gosh, he looks very good and almost accurate. And also, the push-along engines with their faces are so accurate. Now let's look into Emily, the Emerald engine. Yeah, the same thing. I'm just going to ignore them. Just going to skim for that. I'm just going to ignore them and skip it. And yeah, that was Emily. And now let's look at Nia of Kenya or Africa. And I really love the face. It's so accurate. It's almost like the same to the Adventures Nia. Yeah, this is a really good looking Nia. Now let's look at Rebecca. And I know the reason why the cab roof was this was made of metal like here, and the rest of her is plastic. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. The same 22 from the season series. And yeah, that was Rebecca. I really love the ribbit details, and sadly, Mattel didn't even do the windows. Unlike the motorized one, because I had to detail them. Now let's look at Victor. And he looks very good. And yes, that was Victor. And now let's look at Kevin. Let's look at Kevin. And basically it's just the same Kevin, though. And just let me bring the muddy Kevin and let's compare it. Alright, here's my muddy Kevin. And let's do the comparison quick. And you thought the comparison is faster. So yeah. So anyway, thanks so much, Mighty Kevin. So yeah, that was Kevin, and I will be using Kevin in one of my remakes. And of course, his arm really moves alright, alright, but never, it just slipped down. So yes, this is the reason why I had to keep this Kevin in the Steamworks now. Until I get the motorized Kevin, that really comes in the Digging for Treasure pack. I will get that soon. And last but not least, it's Harold. And yes, and you can look at that Harold. And I'm not sure it's basically just the same thing as the Take and Play or Take Along Harold, or the Adventures Harold. But I really know the best part is the little propeller, like here, really spins very well. And yes, the weight right there is just like that, because the weight is too much for him, because he is made of metal, which I almost do not like. Yes. And there you go. And there you go. That was the Sodor Steamies. So yes, that was the Sodor Steamies. So I'm just going to do a short run because I'm just a little bit tired, but we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of run and get the engines a run on the layout. And before I can do that, I have to give my rating. And one of my ratings on this, I gave these Sodor Steamy engines and vehicles a perfect 10 out of 10, even though they were so accurate, and the only problem is that Harold is the one to flip over, like to wheelie himself, because he was made of metal. But it's still a perfect 10 out of 10, guys. Just bear with me. Anyways, I'll go ahead and give them a 1. In 3, 2, 1, Sodor Steamies and vehicles, go. Replacing adventure engines overused gel sat once. The push-along engines are going to stay. You can go now, motorized engines, and we will keep ourselves in company until the sheds. Why, thank you. Now I could finally to see the world. I can't wait to pull the express again. It's coming through. I can't wait to be pulling coaches again, and cars as well. Finally, after all these years, or after all of these few days, we would never have to worry about sitting this shit to have our batteries in my engine again. It's so good to be pulling the mail train again. It's so good to be out of the sheds. It is so good. Now we don't have to worry about. Now we don't have to worry about sitting in the shed for now. Yes! It's so good to be out of the sheds for now. Now the new push-along team will be sleeping out in those sheds. Everyone, let's dig in! Okay, just had a couple of engines to be sleeping on the sheds. Just let me go brush my teeth and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. Time for me to turn around. It's so good to be in our new home. So there was your run and review of the Sodor Steamies. So I hope you guys enjoy that video that I made. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I'll just put one of the engines and some non-rail vehicles into their own places right here. And I'll just put push elevator in this new Kevin into the Steamworks. And then it's time for me to end this video. So guys, I hope you enjoy my first push along video review on my new purple channel. Make sure if you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And stay tuned for some remakes in the weekend. Like before, after Thursday and Friday, and it will be the weekend. And stay tuned for the remakes, and stay tuned for this weekend.